Hi Fiona, this is Andrew speaking. Thank you ever so much for getting in touch about your wedding on the 12th of August 2017 at Christ College. Now, really bizarre twist of fate is that actually on the 12th of August this year, I was photographing a wedding at Christ College as well, which is really quite weird. I put a link actually to that a little bit further down the email. I'll show you where it is in a minute, so that'll be interesting for you to look at, hopefully. Well, obviously I know the Cambridge College really, really well. I live just literally 10 minutes away from the centre of Cambridge and photographed at most of them, I suppose, over the years. I must have done. That's Sydney, Sussex, for example, in the sunshine there. And I think that's Sydney, Sussex as well. And that's Selwyn, I think, which I've been to a couple of times as well. My photography, hopefully, as you've picked up a little bit from the website, is very much about human connection. It's all very, very natural, very spontaneous. I'm really not interested in setting stuff up and getting people to pose and play for the camera, if that makes sense. I'm much more interested in photographing genuine, authentic human connection and emotion and moments that sort of tell the story of your day in a creative and artistic way, if possible. I do like sort of funny little interactions between people, like here. I just love the expression there, for example. So I'm always sort of looking for that sort of thing. That's in Queen's, actually. That's the chapel doorway at Queen's College. Strangely enough, that's at St John's now. I'm talking about colleges. I just love just these fractions of a second. It's just, it's a really sort of quite a potent moment, that just as the bride's face catches the light and catches the little bridesmaid's smile there, which I think is absolutely lovely. So I'm always looking for things like that. That's what really, really interests me. Along with, the absolute emotion of the day, the highs and the lows and the slight stresses and the elation as well. Okay. So I've made a little selection box of things for you to have a look round. So if you click on here, if you click the link there on the email, then that takes you to Emily and Mark's wedding on your date this year at Christ's. That's actually the gallery that they got. So from memory, I haven't actually looked through it for a couple of weeks. Emily got married at a local hotel. Got ready at a local hotel. Don't need that. So the prep shots you'll see are there. The actual ceremony was at Christ in the chapel there, which is, I'm assuming, where you're going to be. And there was a short drinks reception straight after there in First Court, I think it probably was. We then actually went on for the rest of the day to Longstow Hall. But it'll give you a good idea of what Christ can look like and just sort of, photography in the chapel there, which I hope is going to be really interesting. You may have come across the featured weddings page on my website already, but if not, click on here. There's a really nice wedding, very recent wedding also from Downing College. I think it's the first one on that page. That's worth a look through as well, I think, probably for you, because again, it's obviously one of the Cambridge colleges and has a similar sort of look. Downing College Chapel is awesome. So there's some really nice shots of that. Price guide there. Couple of things here to explore, which should hopefully be helpful for you. Stress-free wedding planning for beginners. You can download loads of information that I've written and put together to help make your wedding planning stress-free, basically. Make it as easy as possible, so hopefully that'll be helpful. And 10 things to ask your wedding photographer apart from price here. So it's very easy just to sort of, it's hard to find a wedding photographer, I think, because there's so many of us around, but also to know what sort of questions to ask to work out who's the right person for you, because that really is the most important thing, really. It's got to be, the sort of person that you really click with and connect with their pictures and, to make things work. And my contact details are there. Okay, so I like to do all day coverage. I don't put any time limit on it. I have photographed in the past from sort of first thing in the morning with people going horse riding and doing all sorts of things to fireworks in the evening and beyond. But generally, I go from preps in the morning till first dance or the dancing in the evening. All of the files you get are completely individually hand edited. That's really, really important. That each one is obviously hand selected and hand graded to make sure that it's going to print absolutely beautifully. So I work on every single one of those, just like you would really in a traditional wet darkroom, but actually do them digitally on the computer to make sure that they're going to print beautifully and they look as good as they can do. That's all £1,550. That includes me for the whole day. It includes a planning meeting, an online gallery also of all of the photographs, and as I say, unlimited time on the day. I'm not. If I do photograph your wedding, I'm not going to do anything else that day, so I'll be available from when and until whenever you wish. The files that you get come in on a DVD or a USB if you prefer it. But then that comes in a little presentation album, which I think is just nicer than giving you a DVD, which is just a bit of plastic, really. This is an actual little 6x6 album. It's got 20 pages in it with your choice of 20 photographs in it with the DVD or the USB in the back. I don't know why that keeps popping up. Go away. Okay. With the DVD or the USB in the back. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an overview. Next thing to do, if that sounds all good to you, would be to get in touch again, and it'd be really nice to meet, actually, would be the thing to do, and have a chat through all of this in a bit more detail. You can look at sort of my work in a bit more closely, and we can talk about, your ideas for the day as well. I've put a link in the email to my online calendar, which you can see my availability for the next couple of weeks or so on there. You're welcome to book through that if you like. It just saves toing and froing and is a really simple way of doing it. If you have some questions or you want to email and have an email chat, let's do that. If you want to phone me, please do that. There's no problem at all. Skype is a good way of doing things if you want to do something where you don't have to sort of, we don't meet face to face in the first instance, whatever suits you. But it would be great to hear from you anyway. And look forward to you getting in touch. All right, thanks so much then. Thanks then. Bye-bye.